You are listening to the Eskimo Empire Podcast, a proud member of the Canadian Football Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Empire. It's the Eskimo Empire Podcast.
Riley's in the shotgun, looking downfield, and then throws. It is up in the air to the goal line. Bounces. What a catch! What a catch by Duke Williams! Touchdown, Eskimos! Bryant Mitchell. It's going to be intercepted. Arjun Colhoun. 108 yards to the end zone. Vidal Hazelton.
Welcome back to the Turf District for episode 118 of the Eskimo Empire Podcast, brought to you by United Construction Company. You can find all the good work they do at unitedconstruction.ca, or of course check out eskempire.ca for a direct link to their page, all of our social media, and of course our show links. As always, we are a proud partner in the Canadian Football Podcast Network. I am your host, Andrew, and I'm actually not joined by our regulars this evening because both Superfan Mike and Kayla weren't able to make this episode as we kind of set it up very last minute. But I am very, very pleased, though, to be joined by a current Eskimo player. Now he's 2015 Grey Cup champion, and of course he wears now number 8 on the Eskimos, at least for now. It is the one and only Kenny Stafford. Welcome to the show, man.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. No, I am so glad we finally got to set this up.
I know, man. We've been trying to do this since January. It was.
We were all set to go, and then I racked my back, and then I was like,
that's unfortunate.
We can't do this.
No, we can't.
And so now we're back, and now we're able to do it. So this is awesome, and
we can make this a regular thing.
I love it.
Maybe I can just be like, one of your. You can just add me as a little co-host.
Oh, I'm perfectly down with that. Do you want to come and chat every week?
Sure. I can do that, man.
All right. Now, careful.
I can. No, seriously. Okay. I think I might take you up on that offer,
that would be really fun. I'd be all right with that. Now, I do want to say just quickly thank you to the Eskimos because they were able to help with us getting this all set up as well.
For sure.
Once you're under contract, I got to make sure I say thank you.
Oh, yeah. Only when I'm under contract.
Well, see, otherwise, then I can just ask you and you can come over whenever. Because I'm just a player,
yeah.
But I know that you're going to be under contract forever.
Even when I'm not, or I am under contract, you don't have to ask. Okay. You can just come ask me.
Okay, I'll come.
I got you.
I'll come. That's fantastic. So, now, you just got back from minicamp.
Yes.
Now, tell us what that experience is like. First time in Vegas. I know you told us a little bit on Periscope, but what was that minicamp like for you?
It was good. Just honestly, we didn't finish the season how we wanted to. So it's the first time, you're pretty much wiping the slate clean, starting fresh, brand new season. You got some new coaches, got new players now.
Absolutely.
New chemistry. So, it's just an exciting time, You've just been running sprints all off season, lifting weights. Now you're about playing football. You're putting a helmet on, hearing play calls,
that must be nice. That must charge you up. Like
what? Especially when the ball's coming to you. You're like, oh yes. Or like when you're installing the play the night before, you're like, oh yeah, I'm dreaming about this play right here. Yeah, this is the one I want. So yeah, no.
And you look across at Aaron Grimes and go, good luck, sir.
Yeah, that's it. But like when you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to have me some fun on this route. Like yeah, but it was good. It was good. I mean. It was smooth. Everything was... First time I've been in a minicamp where the full team was there.
Yeah.
Full team.
It's almost like a training camp, really, but it was minicamp.
Yeah, minicamp / hint minicamp.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, we had it was... we got good work. Great work. Awesome. We started the season off right. Just... I think we had three installs, and and Moss was throwing. He was telling us he was throwing stuff at us, just getting us prepared, and we responded well. Practice was fast. nobody was hitting the ground. No one was, going out of control. We had fun. People were making plays on both sides of the ball, and it was just like, man, you could see the talent we had on the football team. Not only just talent, but the cohesiveness we had together. Because, yeah, we lost some players, but pretty much 75 to 80% of our team's back.
Well, and as far as free agency goes, we were the one team that re-signed most of our guys back.
Right.
And I think that consistency's got to play for something when you're on the field.
100%, especially when you know the person next to you, you know how they play, you know how your play can help their play and how their play helps yours. It's crazy just to know like the chemistry and the bond, like, okay, I know where this guy's going to be at, so I really don't have to second guess where I got to be. I can just go fulfill my job.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I heard we had a guy that was down watching minicamp and then sent a report back, and he said on the second day, he said that you could tell that just the team was formed because there was like an offense versus defense one-on-ones battle for push-ups and stuff. And he said you could just see the team coming together.
Yeah, man. I give my hats off to Moss and Brock just just thinking about having a full team in minicamp and just bringing us together. Like,
yes.
That takes a lot of responsibility on their part because that means they're responsible for 70-plus grown adults in Las Vegas. So
that is a tall order.
I mean, it's a very tall order, but I mean, they also made sure of it. Like, yo, we're treating this not as a vacation. This is work. So we got our work in. And like you said, that day 2 period, Moss brings us all together. Hey, we don't have the schedule, but one-on-ones, losers do push-ups. And we're like, oh, okay, like, let's go. And it's just like, you could see, like, man, we got a talent. We got a team full of talent, but also a team that knows how to work hard. So,
well, I think the biggest thing for me that came out of that is we've always said here, our iron sharpens iron. Mm-hmm. And if you've got good guys on one side, the other side has to rise up to be that good, even at practice, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm sure you noticed that. Like,
yes. Yeah. And I mean, we got it's veterans across the board.
Yeah.
Even on defense, you got Johnny Adams, Aaron Grimes, you got JC, you got Konar, you got Bullet who's coming back, you got Chris Edwards, you got Kinger, you have Woody, you got Argent, you have Brandon Thompson, you have
Hightower.
Forrest Hightower.
Yeah.
You have just D-line, Mondo, Bowers. You got Boateng.
Yeah.
You got Bazzi, who we just signed. It's just like...
Well, yeah, and then new guys like Serezna and Milk Truck coming back, right?
You just sitting there and you're like, whoa. Like, if you really go down on the depth chart, you're like, man, this team is really talented. And I'm calling it now, yo. No man that we just signed from Winnipeg is going to be a ball player. Trust me.
Okay.
Remember, I was in Winnipeg.
Yes.
So I was able to see game film on him.
Yes.
He's impressive.
Now, it's funny because my cohort from the Winnipeg Blue Bombers podcast, Blue Bomber Talk, John Hodge, he was here a few weeks ago and we got to meet. And one of the first things he said to me was, I can't believe Normand went to you guys, that he is going to be amazing for you guys.
I'm trying to tell you.
And you're calling it right now.
I'm calling.
Put him on your fantasy list now.
I wouldn't, fantasy, I'm not sure. But like when you're like, yo, he played an integral part of them winning. It's just like, he's a key, bro. He can play.
Okay.
He can play offense. He can play special teams.
Yeah.
He can carry the football.
I heard he was a special teams monster. So I'm excited to see that. Him and Ajay are going to have a real fun time with that this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Too bad. I mean, as we know, we're praying for Tuck. But if we had Tuck too,
I know.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. The nice thing as I look at the list, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but after what happened last season, right, when you have all these injuries and things, you look at it right now and it's just like, well, we're deep, and that's what you need to have. Yes, right. Again, working with each other.
Yeah, and Brock's done a job. Like, man, he tells his player, like, he wants to have a deep team. He wants to have us competing, and he wants to be like, man, like, even last year when I was on P Squad, he goes, man, even after this year, like, he goes, Kenny, I want to have a deep team just deep. He wants to have a deep team, and I can't. You gotta respect it, because just what we went through and just having key components step up even last year, it was just like, okay, man, can we keep this going? Like, I mean, we're still getting hurt, and we're still,
still winning
games, and we're still doing it. We're finding a way. So it's great, man.
Oh, that is fantastic. What is your relationship kind of like with Brock? Because again, we talked on the Periscope how you've been in different teams and talked a bit about quarterbacks, but you've obviously had a number of different GMs that you've had to deal with too. So what's that relationship like?
Thankfully, all my GMs I've dealt with, I've had respect for.
Good.
That's a good thing.
Well, that would be the first step.
Jim Pop, Ed Hervey, and Brock. I have the utmost respect for them. And then you got over in Winnipeg, I don't want to get in that situation.
Okay, that's
fair.
We
just it's business. I respect them, they respect me, and we'll just go leave it at there.
Yeah.
But those three guys who I've actually dealt with and had conversations with, I've respected. And with Brock is we're honest with each other. We can talk. We can have a conversation, and he knows. I think he knows where I'm coming from, because I think I'm kind of like, I don't know, I wouldn't say like an onion where I have many layers. It's like,
are you like Shrek? Wait a minute.
It's just like it takes a special person, but it takes a special person to really get me and know, like, I don't come from malicious point. Like I'm a team guy. Like, sometimes it might not come out, but I'm a team guy. Like, I want, if anything, us to win. Like,
absolutely.
I love winning.
Yeah,
and that was established with me in high school with my high school football team, my high school coach. Like, winning, but they did it the right way, the team way, the blue collar way. So that's where
all of you together.
Like, that's where it really stems from. But we get each other. He knows how much I believe in myself. He knows that I'm a ball player, and I love football. Like, I really love football, and this is what I do. This is what I chose to do since I was 8 years old. So he gets me, and I get him, and we're kind of like, I'm his guy. Like, he chose me. He chose me to be here. Like, even though he didn't originally pick me to be here, like, he chose. Even when I was cut from Winnipeg, I got cut at 9:00 at 11. I was on a flight to Edmonton signing a contract. So it was a quick turnover. Yeah. And I think he has a lot of respect for me not leaving last year, because I had opportunities to leave the practice squad last year. Of course,
yeah.
And just, I stuck through it. Being a 6-year vet, being somewhere like where I've had success, and just sitting and waiting my turn, and not being a cancer, actually helping out. Yeah, them, actually, the Eskimos benefiting from me being in the locker room. So that was a good thing. That was a good thing. That's so fantastic. It's so great to hear, because that's kind of what I assumed, was that you did have some opportunities last year. Yes, but you chose to stay here. Yeah, 100%.
And that means a lot. Like, even as for fans, that means a lot.
Yeah,
right?
And I mean, when you play for multiple teams, people start to think it's the player, not teams. Right. And I didn't want that. I've been battling the whole, like, is he a cancer? Is he worth it? Like, I've already been through that. And then, I had the opportunity to leave, but that would have been a third team in a year. Well, not even a year, like less than 4 months.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I guess 4 if you count 6 months, like, if you go back, right?
If
like,
you go back.
That you don't want that.
I don't want to be that guy. Like, I didn't want, I've fought hard enough not to be that, like, like, try to keep my reputation like that. So coming into it, that was a big decision. So
I can only imagine. Now, Now, I want to go back for a second because you just said this. You said you chose this when you were 8.
Yes.
So who introduced you to football and kind of when did you start playing?
Introduced me to football, man. So I never thought I got introduced to it. I think I kind of told I wanted to.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, if anybody knows, football kind of runs in our family. Like,
well, if Rod Black was here, he'd already have asked you about your uncle. Yeah,
so it kind of runs in our family. Like that's what we do. We play sports. I mean, basketball, football. That's what we like.
Did you do both when you were?
Yeah, I played everything.
Okay, so multi-sport,
soccer, baseball. I tried roller hockey for a hot second.
Really?
Yeah, on rollerblades, not on ice.
No, well,
I
you're in
can
Florida.
ice skate though. No, I grew up in actually. So this is the background for Kenny Stafford. So
there we go.
I was born in Middletown, Ohio.
Okay.
After I was born, I was adopted by my grandmother. I was raised by my grandmother.
Yes,
so
I knew that.
So after I was like 3 weeks to a month old, she got a job in Jamaica being a headmaster. So we moved to Jamaica, and I lived in Jamaica for 6 years. So really the first sport that I really picked up was soccer.
Okay.
Because I was in Jamaica. So I was kicking a soccer ball.
Yeah, perfect.
So then I lived in Jamaica for 6 years, and then when I was 6, we moved back to Ohio, but we moved to Columbus.
Okay.
And that's when I got into football.
Okay.
Right then and there, like when we got back over to the United States.
Okay.
And
that's Pop Warner at that point.
Yeah, Little League, man.
Yeah.
I bet you can't guess my first position I played in Little League football.
Only just because my son is now in that stage of playing football. I'm going to guess that you were tall, and so they put you on a defensive line.
I was a left guard.
Left guard.
That was close.
Not bad.
That was not a bad guess.
So.
That was not a bad.
Okay.
But yeah, I played O line, and I never forget it. Like I'm having fun playing football, but I'm not having fun. I'm seeing other people score touchdowns, and I'm like, kind of, when you're that age, you're mopey, and you're like, ugh. And my mom was like I'll never forget. Like mom pulls my coach to the side, like, yo, you know he can run.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the conversation, but I could see it, and then I put 2 and 2 together because the next game I'm playing running back and I'm getting a toss sweep, scoring a touchdown. So
nice.
I thank my mom for that.
Yeah,
that's so.
On the other hand, you probably have a little bit of respect for those O linemen. You got to go pat them on the head and say, "Guys, you get no respect, but I'm going to tell you you're awesome."
Before every game, you can ask the O line. Before every game where I'm playing, I go up to the O line and I'm like, "It starts up front."
Yeah,
because it starts in the trenches.
And they need to protect Mike to be able to get you the ball.
I'm a firm believer in O-line. I'm a firm, if my O-line, I don't care about the skill positions. If your O-line and your D-line, if that's, you got to control the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
So it starts with them. And if you notice, the mentality of your O-line just kind of trickles through your whole offense.
I'm sure.
Because you just feel, you get that vibe, you get that feel. Especially because they're right in front of me. Right behind me, I'm hearing the play. And you get that feel just like, okay, yeah, they're on some, okay, it's time to turn it up a notch. And you just get that feel. So, yeah, man. So, all right, so continuing on from 6, started playing football. So, started O-line, man.
Wow. Yeah, nobody would say that for you now. I could tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm not a... No, you're not. No, guy.
It's not my forte. I don't think I would like to dabble in that too much. No way.
No, I would.
No way.
No, I don't blame you. Yeah.
At all, so.
And then you went receiver, and when did you kind of start being... you went running back. And
I went running back. I went running back to running back and corner.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Played corner in Little League. Then
that'll teach you how to be a receiver too.
Then went to quarterback.
Oh, okay.
Played quarterback for a hot second. I wanted to be Cordell Stewart, the dual threat. That was my guy back in the day.
Yeah.
So then played quarterback, and then through elementary, and then middle school, didn't play football. Because my school district didn't have a football team, and I wasn't going to play in a league. So 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I did not play football, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
because I missed the sport.
Missed, but then you were probably doing other sports as well, which is that whole...
I got heavy into basketball 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
See, and that's...
Like, heavy into basketball.
That's they say.
Like, you
they
couldn't
say
tell me I was going to be Allen
Iverson.
Iverson or Vince Carter. You couldn't tell me that. Like, I'm going to be one of them.
Vince Carter is a good pick up here. We like that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
man.
good. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my uncle was the head coach of the Raptors when Vince Carter was playing. Butch Carter.
Really?
People
I
don't
didn't know
know
that.
about my other uncle, Butch Carter, who played 7 years in the NBA and then was a head coach for 2 or 3 years for the
Raptors.
with Damon Stoudemire, Del Curry,
Yeah.
all of them.
Wow. Holy cow. Well, you're pretty connected sports-wise.
Pretty connected sports-wise. So, I mean, me playing up here in my family, like, oh, yeah, you're playing football, you're doing good, but, once you get you got to hit double digits for you to do anything playing professional sports in my family. So, we'll be all right. I'm almost there.
That's all right. So, I know you played, was it college football? Was it Toledo?
Yes.
Yes. And then from there, you did end up with the Falcons, right?
So that's another one.
I kind of wondered, yes.
If you look up my stats in college, you're going to be like, how in the hell is this kid still playing football? It's unbelievable. Because I looked it up just past, and I was just like, man, like how? But, a lot of hard work, and I always believed in myself. Wasn't in the right situation at Toledo, just was supposed to transfer, didn't transfer, didn't get your right opportunity. You know how stuff just happens.
Yeah.
Was blessed to run 4.37, 4.39 at my pro day.
Ooh.
And
That's
still like 7 teams like, okay, yeah, you might be a free agent. Draft comes around. I have an agent, my mom's there, draft goes by, no phone calls.
Yeah.
No, nothing. Oh. I'm like, yo. A week, like I think 4 or 5 days later, the Atlanta Falcons called my agent. Like, look, he'll be a rookie free agent tryout. So so if people don't know, in the NFL, you got your draft picks, which is the 1st through 7th round.
Sure.
Then after your draft picks, you have your priority free agents.
Okay.
So that's like you guys who you wanted to draft, but it didn't work out, but you invite them, you give them a signing bonus.
Sure.
And then you have your free agent guys that you bring in that, consist of people that you think could be almost a priority free agent. Then you got your tryout guys.
Okay.
And your tryout guys are pretty much just your guys you bring in like, okay, we don't want our other guys to die during camp. You bring them in for a weekend because you got a rookie mini camp. So all the rookies are there, no vets. The rookies, all the draft picks, all the people you're bringing in potentially to sign, you bring them in for just like we did for mini camp this past.
Yes.
But
bring everybody in.
Let
everybody run.
Just have fun. Have helmets.
See who stands out. Yeah.
Was able to land a contract out of that.
Wow.
So you got to tell me I'm literally a free agent tryout. And I'll never forget, I go up to the offensive coordinator who was Dirk Cutter at the time.
Okay.
Who I think he's in Tampa Bay now, I believe. I'm like, thanks for having me out for the weekend. Like, I appreciate the opportunity. He goes, oh, no, you're not going anywhere. Whoa. Like,
what?
What? So, yeah, end up getting signed, end up going to training camp, competing, was the last cut in Atlanta.
Wow.
And end up from Atlanta.
Then you went to Arena Ball, right?
Didn't have a phone. I didn't get another phone call from another team. Like, I'm like, I was just in preseason. Like, I got film. Like, I'm not getting any call. Like, no, nothing. So I go back to school to graduate. I got 6, a semester, so 3 months. To graduate. I got to take 20 credit hours in a semester.
Sure.
It's 7 classes, which is whatever. I'm not playing football. But I'm back on scholarship because I started as a true freshman. In the United States, you get 5 years of eligibility to finish out your degree.
Okay.
I only used 4 of my 5 years. So when I came back to graduate, I was able to be put on scholarship.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have to pay for school.
Nice.
Which is a blessing. Shout out to Toledo for that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Didn't have to pay for school. Got a scholarship check, so I got money in my pocket. Was able to just figure things out. I knew I still wanted to play football, but I'm also getting set up for the future. So
Yes.
my agent goes, Kenny, the only thing we have is arena ball. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, arena? Whatever. Have to try out for the arena team.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, Kenny, you got to go try out. Then they had to bring you back. So I try out for the arena team. They liked me. They signed me right away.
Yeah.
So my first weekend of arena ball, I'm practicing. Like, we're staying in the apartment complex. It's like, it's okay. Like, I really got the bad taste of football.
Okay.
Like, I was like, man, I can't do this. Like, there's guys that are 10 times older than me that are working in banks and like just holding on to this dream. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to be one of those guys. Like, which is much respect, which is, I mean, they love the game like that. But I'm just like,
absolutely.
man, I would rather pursue another opportunity. So my first arena game, I have 6 catches, 100 and something yards, and 2 touchdowns. My first game. And I'm like, I call my agent. I'm like, yo, get me out of here. Like, please. Like, I know I'm better than this. So that following Wednesday, I get a call from Joey Abrams, Montreal Alouettes.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenny, we want to invite you to our rookie minicamp. It's just a tryout. Oh, yeah, sign me up. I'm out of here. Like, I'm gone. I knew about Montreal Alouettes because my best friend was Andrew Hawkins.
Okay.
So
Yes.
Everybody in the CFL knew who Hawks is.
Absolutely.
Everybody in the NFL knew who Andrew Hawkins is. So he always been in my ear. So like I've been blessed to have good good players in my corner and people that have been through a lot of experiences and been through a lot of stuff to pass that information on to me. So I was
absolutely
well prepared. So I fly up to Montreal. Now, granted, I have my car and all my stuff in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And I take a weekend bag to Montreal because he told me, yeah, Kenny, it's just for the weekend. You're just coming up for the weekend.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is the training camp. You
Yes.
have your rookie training camp 3
Absolutely.
days before
Beforehand.
training camp. So I get to training camp, mini training camp, and they like me, so they sign me. Like, oh, no, you're going to training camp. I'm like, so I have no clothes. I was like, I just have 3 days worth of clothes.
Bag.
And they're like, all right, we'll give you like $20 for some boxers or something. So I was just like, are you kidding me? Oh. And then, come to find out, rookies don't get paid in training camp in the CFL. So I left a paying job to come here not to get paid. So I'm like, okay, I'm working, I'm battling, I'm doing good. I end up having a 75-yard touchdown in the preseason game in my first year in Montreal. Get cut.
Right.
I was like, is football over for me? Like, how do you have a 75-yard touchdown in a preseason game and you get cut? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So now I'm back at home. I try to live with my mom, can't do it. So my best friend was like, yo, I got an extra room for you. You don't have to pay any rent. Just come on down. So shout out to Eli Cowan and Ryan Clark.
Nice.
They allowed me to sleep on their couches and beds while I was homeless for the time being. I was able to, and then start working. I was working a 9 to 5, wearing khakis and a collared shirt, just working.
Doing what?
Working for CB Tech,
okay,
which is a little technology company, and just I was pretty much, excuse my language, the boy, excuse my language,
That's perfect. You can say whatever you want here. It's all good.
Mailing stuff and just stuff. Man, what am I doing? So I'm at Subway on my lunch break. Miami Dolphins call me. I'm like, what?
Who?
Now. It's been like 2 months, and I haven't worked out, haven't done anything.
Well, because I'm sure you don't really want to at that point. You're not feeling
I'm like,
right?
man, I think football's over with. Whatever. I'm moving on in my life.
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins call me. Hey, we got one contract left on the 90-man roster to go into training camp, and we're working out 6 receivers. You want to come down? Me thinking I'm like, man, I got a couple of friends in Miami. Like, it's a free trip to Miami.
Sure.
Book it. Why not? Whatever. I don't care.
Exactly.
Book it. I'm about to go have some fun for this weekend. Like, I enjoy a little free time. So once again, pack another weekend's worth of clothes.
Yes.
I don't know what it is about me not being prepared, but okay. I pack another weekend's worth of clothes.
Packing more clothes. That's
literally.
Yeah.
So it's me and 6 other receivers, and I haven't ran routes. I haven't been in shape. I'm like, but I know football, man. This is like, I know this.
You're doing this all your life. Yeah, exactly.
Timeless and 40s. I feel like I run fast. Everybody looks at me and they're like, he ran fast. So I'm like, all right, don't know my time. So I'm like, whatever.
Okay.
We go to routes. I'm like, man, I'm feeling good. Like, I don't know if I was just in the zone. I was like, man, like, this is just easy right now. So the guy comes in, we get done with the workout. I'm like, man, can we hurry up and leave? Because I got plans to do. Like, I'm thinking, like, man, they're not keeping me. Like, I got other stuff to do.
Yeah.
So, Kenny, we're going to sign you. Oh, man.
But I don't have any clothes.
I'm thinking, like, man, I'm not prepared for this. Like, so now, granted, just how it is, it's April now, so they just had the draft. So the guys just got their playbooks and all that. So April, May, June, July, August.
Okay.
Everybody didn't have their playbooks, been working out with the team. I just got there in August. So I got signed on a Sunday. Training camp opened up on a Monday. So I was just like, how in the hell how did I do this again? So I'm there in training camp, and I'm doing good, but everybody has a leg up on me because of the playbook. And it's all hand signal with the Dolphins this year.
Okay.
That's when they just had film in there from the Packers.
Yes.
So it was all hand signal. Mike Sherman was the offensive coordinator, actually.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I know Mike Sherman.
You do. Yes.
Yeah. So.
And you're glad you're in Edmonton. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that.
No, I'm extremely glad.
Okay, good.
But so they're doing double barrel offenses. So it's pretty much your 1s and 2s. And then your 3s and 4s on one field. So they're separate fields, so everybody gets the same amount of reps.
Right, yeah. Because Jones does that in his practice. Like,
exactly.
One goes one way, one goes the other.
So I was prepared when Jones. I was like, man, I did double barrel.
Yeah, that's
no
problem.
Nothing.
Yeah,
and I was doing that in Miami. Yeah. So this is really nothing now. So
it's just colder up here.
This is cold, and I can run all day in the cold.
Perfect.
So we double barrel, and it's just like it didn't work out. Of course, I get lost in numbers. I get cut. Man, get cut again. I'm like, what in the hell? I'm like, man, this is like me getting cut for like the 6th time, I think. I'm just like, bro, I'm sick to my stomach. Calgary calls me.
Yes.
Hey, man, this is when Maurice Price, Nick Lewis, and Marquay all got hurt. That in the 2013, 2014 season.
Okay.
So I was just like, they're like, yeah, man, we're bringing you and another receiver. Whoever learns the playbook faster, you're playing. Sign me up. I'm there.
Perfect.
Dave Dickinson is the offensive coordinator. He brings me and another receiver from West Virginia who happens to be my roommate.
Oh, okay.
Rooming.
Okay.
He lays the playbooks down. I've never. This is the most G stuff I've ever seen Dave do. Just lays the playbooks down right in front of us. Boom. Whoever learns it faster is going to play. And was just like that.
Straight faced like that.
Straight face. So knowing me, I know football. I can pick up an offense literally. And
yeah.
I have a really good photographic memory, so I can really just. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
I was starting in 6 days. Ended up playing 5 games that year.
Yeah.
And then finishing the year on practice squad for playoffs.
So, okay, now, but for that, you're trying to overcome everything. You're trying to learn a playbook. You're trying to learn a team. You're trying to learn a country. Like I could imagine even just the culture shock would be enough on its own. But now you're playing in Calgary, and
so that year I played on 3 different. I was on 4 different teams, 3 different leagues just in that year. So I had
different offenses,
all different motions, all different everything.
Wow!
So I had Pittsburgh, Montreal, Miami, and Calgary.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
In one season.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
no,
one season. Like that was
like year after year.
So that was one block of my life.
Holy jeepers. I can't imagine trying to grasp that in your head.
Now fans are really sitting there like, wow, that he's been through all that just in that one block.
Yes.
So then fast forward to I'm in Montreal.
Yeah.
A starter.
Yeah.
Out at training camp where our receivers were me, my cousin, SJ, Brandon London, Chad Johnson, Marty Gilliard. We had a lot of Bo Bowling was there.
Yeah.
That was pretty much our receiving core that year.
Yeah.
To where I'm starting and then they put me down for no reason. I'm just on the 46 traveling. I've been through all that 1 year Calgary.
Yeah.
In Calgary losing the Grey Cup, going to Montreal.
That's what Calgary does best. Anyway.
Winning a job.
Winning
a job and then not playing to
man.
The next year thinking I'm about to be a vital part of Montreal's offense to get traded.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that trade because for Eskimo fans,
you guys didn't like that.
That it probably wasn't the most popular trade because we didn't really know who you were.
No.
Right? And of course, Fred Stamps is going the other way, who is
Hall of Famer probably. Yes.
Probably, and is likely one of the most popular characters and players that played in the 2000s for the Eskimos.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Fair enough to say. So, how do you deal with that? Because you had no control over the trade, but now you have to come here and everybody's like, who's this guy? Because he's not Fred Stamps.
Do you know what I mean? I used it. I had a lot of motivation going in that year already.
I bet.
So every tweet, everything mentioned my name, I would screenshot it, and I would just screenshot it. And every time I would get a loan, I would just look over. I still do it to this day.
Really?
Even to the people that do it to me now, where, oh man, Kenny's just a screenshot.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it. And I think
now
about
you did, to be fair, very nicely, you did reply to a lot of those people and say, just wait till I get on the field.
Just give me a chance.
Wait till you see me.
You got to give me a chance. That's all. And even now.
Because I loved that.
Just give me an opportunity.
Yeah.
And then you'll take it from there.
Yeah.
Meet me. Give me the opportunity to meet me. Then you'll know my true personality.
Absolutely.
You can't just go off of word of mouth because you've just met me and I'm everywhere. I can be over here. I can be over there. It's just, I used all that as motivation. Just
man, that's awesome. Yeah.
I'm like, man, I get it. I understand why. I know why you guys are upset. Don't get me wrong. Because even when
it was the right move.
Even when I got the phone call, like, we're trading you for a veteran. I'm like, what veteran? Like, who would be stupid enough to trade a veteran for me right now? I'm not proven. I get it. I know once again, my family's very blunt, everybody. So trust me, I know what you guys are thinking. Like, you're not proven. Like, who are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why are we giving this guy up for this?
Oh, wow.
Just give me an opportunity. And that's all I really wanted was an opportunity in a city just to give me an opportunity.
Yeah. And we did. And we fell in love with you.
Of course, man.
Now, I'm going to tell you my favorite memory from 2015 other than the Grey Cup win, because that was the first time I've ever been in the stadium when the Eskimos won the Grey Cup. And let me tell you, and I want to talk about that in a second, but that year, I was going to, because we had just started the podcast.
Okay.
And so I was going to practice fairly regularly.
Okay.
And
so you've probably got some good sound bites in that year. We've had
some great stuff.
I
would just listen in because I wasn't recording when I was there. I would just go and listen. But one of the times I went to practice, I was sitting in about row 3, somewhere in there. And you were on the sidelines, and you were just kind of tossing the ball up and catching it yourself. And I jokingly just said, "Oh, yeah, hey, Kenny." And I put my hands in the air, and you looked at me and you said, "Are you going to catch it?" And I said, "Oh, I'll catch it if you throw it to me." And you did.
Oh, yeah, what?
And you threw it to me, and I'm thinking, how does he not know I'm not just going to grab this and run up the stairs and leave with the ball? Which, of course, I did, and I threw it back to you. Yeah. But I was like, I can't believe he actually did that. Because, again, we didn't know who you were. But to me, it was like, oh, this guy gets it. He's here as a great guy, and just he understands fans, and that was an amazing moment for me as a fan, and kind of endeared me obviously to you after that.
Well, I think I've been in your shoes.
And I did catch it.
Yeah, yes, you did. I do remember it now you're saying it, because I've only done that a couple times now. But no, what I mean by that, like, I'm a down to earth person, man. Like, I'm a true, like, you can sit down, you can have a real life conversation. We don't got to talk about football. We can talk about anything. We can just talk about life. And for me, I was in the fans' shoes, man. Like, even though my uncle played and all that, man.
Of course.
Randy, hey, man, hey.
Randy,
like, I get it. And you guys want to be a part of us. Like, I mean, just.
Absolutely.
You guys, like.
Well, we just want to be part of the community.
I get that. And with me being new, I'm not unapproachable. Like, I might, sometimes, like, guys, I don't have the cleanest haircut and all that, and I look angry. Yes, sometimes my girlfriend is going to be like, yes, you need to get a haircut, Kenneth. You need to get a haircut. She's told me that 1,000,000 times a day. You need to get a haircut. I get it, babe. I'll get a haircut soon. But sometimes I'm not the most approachable person, but I can laugh and all that. But, that's a good time for me and the fan to bond. Like,
absolutely,
you could have had a bad day, you could have been having just whatever, and just that one little moment, that just smile, that interaction could just change your day. And then since you're happy, and then the next person you pass is just like, hey man, have a good day. Well,
I was telling everybody, you're never gonna believe what happened when I went to camp. Or I went to practice today.
Yeah, let's play catch.
The guy threw me the ball. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it.
So then I'm like, well, tell Franklin to throw it. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, James is one of my favorite guys. He's been here. Dude. He is an amazing,
he's a good dude.
I wish him all the best, except when he plays us, because he's just. One day he will throw me a pass. I know it.
Doesn't cuss.
I know, not at all. And it's yes, sir. Everything. Like, he was here, and I'm asking him a question. He's saying, "Oh, yes, sir." That's how it. I'm like, dude, like you could just say Andrew. It's
I'm well mannered. I'm well mannered, and he makes me feel like I'm not. Well, I'm like, yo, man, like, yeah. And like I said, he doesn't cuss. Like,
no.
When I mean people, he doesn't cuss. Like, he can make a bad play, and he says, "Shoot, not
That's
shit."
Right.
I'm like.
Yeah,
Frank. I remember in 2015, I was like, when he was playing and all that, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get you to cuss one time. Like, that was my goal, was to make James. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get you to cuss at least once this season, like once. He goes, no, you're not, Kenny. Nope. And I'm like, yeah, probably won't, but I'm still gonna try. But no, congratulations to him. He just had his baby girl not too long ago.
Yes.
I'm happy for him, like you said. I'm happy for him to get his opportunity, and look out for him, yo. People in Edmonton know what type of quarterback he is, and I don't think the CFL really knows yet. But
they will. They will know soon enough. Yes,
he's a good ball player.
All right, let's talk about the last thing I want to talk before we take just a really quick break is the Grey Cup game.
Okay.
Well, let's start with the Western Final.
Oh,
now, have you ever played in a game that was that electric? Because that, to me, that stands out in my Eskimos history of going to games. That is probably one of the most exciting and electric games I've ever been to.
Not too many, yo. And I played in the state championship game in high school.
Yeah.
I played in rivalry games in high school when there's 10,000 people in the stands in high school. So I've been around
big games.
Big games. And that game, yo, walking into the stadium, it was just a different feel. Like, even looking at each other in the locker room, we're like, hey, man, I don't think they know what's going to happen. Like,
we're going to walk out there, it's going to be nuts.
I don't think they know, like, because me personally, and this is me personally, I can't speak for the team, but me personally, that year, I was really cocky with our team because our defense.
Oh, they were ridiculous.
We had a hell of a defense, and if you gave our offense a little moment to breathe, it could have been a light show.
Oh, it really could have been. Yes, I agree. Yeah.
So it was just like, man, and with Mike back and the way we were clicking. And I think the way we routed them in the Western Final, I mean, not the Western Final, but in the Labor Day rematch.
Right. And then like there was 2 weeks before the Western Final, we played a game in Calgary and you won. And it was like, okay,
yes,
we're showing now. So the tables might have turned a touch.
It was literally that Labor Day rematch when we were like, man, I don't think they really can play with us.
Yeah.
Because even though that Calgary team was good, you were just like, man, they're getting like, man, it's not the same Calgary that you're used to seeing. Like, just like, and I played for Calgary, so I know all their players. I know how they prepare for games. I know how they talk about other teams. I know their mindset. And at them seeing them, I'm like, yeah, y'all ain't the same, y'all. I see it. I can see it. Like at that point, I can see through you guys right now. So I'm like, oh yes. But electric, like the whole, like that feel, like.
I think everybody in that stadium will never forget, because it doesn't matter if you were on the field or in the stands. It just felt like you were part of something bigger than yourself. Like it was amazing.
It was great. Like that was great. Like
awesome.
That was great.
I love hearing players have that reaction.
Oh, so, I get chills of thinking about like that year and just like what went down and like that was like my first time of me like getting the opportunity and me like balling. Like,
well, you had an enormous year that
year. And I was slowed down a lot too. Like that year, like because. People don't remember. Like people remember, like they remember me, the long, deep touchdown passes and all that. But they don't forget the first game when I was playing X. It was me and AD in the boundary, and I was on my way to over 1,000 yards that season.
Yes, absolutely.
People forget about that to where.
Some of us don't.
When AD got hurt, they had to move that. They moved me to AD's spot, and then they had D Walk come on, and that's when D Walk went for his 100-yard game, and they were like, "How can we get all three of you on the field?" And they asked me, "Kenny, move to the field because we know you know the full offense. Yeah. We know it's going to be less targets and all that, but just be the team player." Yeah. So what I did, I moved to the field.
Yeah,
and I was just like, at that point, my ego was hurt, of course. Because I had a goal. I had so many goals, and that kind of like but the number one goal was to win a championship. Yeah. So it never like veered off. I'm like, man, if I could just, work my way over here and we figured out how it to work, which we were able to do like the back 5 games where we were able to utilize me and then utilize them. To where it made everything just coincide and everything just work. That was like the funnest time of me playing football and just like, man, it didn't feel like football. Like it was just
didn't feel like work. It just felt.
I felt like I was in a Matrix, man. It was just like, man, because people don't like. Even that year, I had 3 straight games of 1 target, 1 catch, 1 touchdown.
Yes.
3 straight weeks in a row, and I'm like,
and usually the bombs, like
they were over 40 yards each one of them. And I'm like, yo, this can't be true. Like I'm like, yo, is this really happening? Like I'm like, yo, this can't be happening. But I was like, yeah, man, this is really like, we're gonna win. Like, we got a great team. Like, so
so then you get to the Grey Cup.
Yes.
Ottawa takes that lead.
I knew we were going to win the whole game.
You knew, okay.
The whole time.
The play I need to ask you about.
Okay.
Because the play that I remember you for that game, and it sounds funny, but the D-Walk pass interference, and you are like screaming at Chris Joe, throw the flag. There was other things in there, but throw the flag. Why are you not throwing the flag? Like, tell me what was going on in your brain. That's crazy.
That's the one time where you got to know me as a person to know, you're not trying to show me up. You're really just like, no, you know what you're talking about. So
this is team. This is our call.
So we were driving into Winnipeg. I do remember this. And we called this deep post for D-Walk because the guy we're guarding him was a new DB for the game.
Yes.
So we were like, oh yeah, we're going to take this shot. So we're running. I think I'm like running like a little clear out. So I see the ball go up. I look and I'm looking at D-Walk, so I can vividly see, and I see the ball,
like the hand.
No, I just see. I'm like, oh yeah, like the ball's gonna be short. So D-Walk, just jump into him. You're gonna get a PI. Like the DB cannot stop you from going back to the football.
Right.
So as I see it, it happens, and I'm like, all right. No flag. I was like, no flag. I was like, all right, Coach Jones, throw the flag. But like, I'm saying it to myself though, like, throw the flag. And as I see it, I'm like, bro, he's not doing it.
Well, he hadn't had a lot of luck that year. To be fair,
I was like,
yeah.
Throw the flag. Throw it, bro. What are you doing, Coach? Throw it. Like, why are we wait? Throw it. It's a PI, and he threw it, and he looked, and he like kind of like. He's like looking at me like, I'm like, Coach, throw it. Like,
is he gonna be like, this is
and
on
he's
you?
Like, but he's like looking at me like, and like he like pulls me close and he goes, don't you ever talk to me like that again. I was like, yes sir, and I like walked away. And Joe, like,
yes.
So sidebar. So my first incident with Coach Jones.
Oh,
training camp of Spruce Grove.
Yes.
First day of training camp, I
was there.
I'm balling. I caught a one hand in the seam from Matt Nichols. Like, I'm having a hell of a day.
Yes.
So we
caught a beauty ball from James that day too.
So we're going into meetings, offensive meeting, and I'm sitting next to AD and everybody. Everybody's like, "Oh man, you can play!" Like, so everybody's like warming up to me, like, "Oh, like we didn't lose out on a trade. Like,
no,
we're straight."
Good. Yeah.
So we're sitting there. We're going through meetings and all that, and we hear. So everybody's head snaps to the door, and it's Jones. I'm like, oh, man. I mean, I was here on time. Everything's straight. He goes, and in his accent.
Oh, yeah.
Can I see Kenny Stafford? I'm like, all right. So I get up, and I'm like, man, dog, like, already? Like, already, yo. Yeah. So he pulls me out, and I'm like walking behind him. And, he got that little strut to him.
Of course, yeah.
And he goes, "You want some coffee?" And I'm like, no. He goes, "Hey, we're about to go have a little chat over here." He goes, "You want some coffee or anything?" I'm like, hold on, Coach. Like, I've been cut 6 times before, so if you cut me, just tell me you cut me, and I'll just go up to my room. He goes, "Oh, no, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that." I'm like, okay, cool. So I take a deep breath, like, whew,
yeah,
don't get defensive.
Okay.
So he has this cup of coffee, and everybody knows that Coach Jones, he's the team guy. You ain't gonna go rattle what he has built. Like, you ain't gonna do that. He sets the coffee cup down. He goes, "Kenny, now this is the team." He took his index finger, and drew a big circle around the cup like an outsider. He goes, "This is you." I was like, damn, Coach, like, really? He goes, "Yeah, man, I just got this feeling. I don't quite know you, but I got this feeling like you're a me guy. Like, we don't do that here in Edmonton. Like, I'm just letting you know, like, how we do things here and da-da-da. Like, no showboat, no none of that." I'm like, it's the first day you just met me. Like, did I do anything bad already? So I go back to meeting. Just I got my eye on you. Like, that's what he's telling me. I got my eye on you. So I'm like, damn, bro. Like, already? Like, so I go back in the room and I talk to AD. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, man, what's up with him? Like, what's going on? He goes, "Bro, what did you do to Jones?" I'm like, "Bro, I have no idea." He goes, "Man, he came up to me and Mike and asked us, like, man, how you guys like that number 7? And they were like, "Well, I mean, we really don't know him. Like, he seems cool." He goes, "Well, I don't like him. I got my eye on him." I'm like, yo. So,
and as it turns out, play.
So after that happened, Jones actually warmed up to me, as he could see I could play football and I was making plays. Like, our relationship grew, obviously.
Yes.
To where I was comfortable enough to, like, "Hey, Coach, like, throw like, I saw it."
Yes.
So when it was the PI, I was like, all right, cool, I'm off the hook. We went in and scored, took the lead. and we won
The
a
first
Grey
person
Cup.
you hugged was Chris Jones.
Oh yeah, I got a picture. I got this picture with him on my. I don't have because I got a new phone. I got a picture of him, me and him. Because I had the little, I had the little Twitter mirror.
Oh, and I saw that picture.
I got a little selfie with me and Chris Jones.
Yeah.
So,
that's
my Jones story. Even though, we have many of those with Coach Jones.
Oh my goodness,
had some fun with him.
That is awesome. So, Grey Cup champ.
Yes.
It's the first thing that goes through your mind after you win.
What? Did we just what? Like.
I bet.
What? Like, and the bad part is, you see all these pictures, everybody with the confetti, and you see, like, if you ever been in the Commonwealth, we walk in, we got those big murals.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
And I am on the outskirts by myself, just taking everything in. Like, I'm looking at the confetti. I'm not even taking pictures, like, with the cups.
Just
I'm not
watching it.
I'm not on stage. I'm just like, bro, we just won a Grey Cup. And I'm just like, dog, like, what? Like,
amazing.
It's like, you can't even explain the feeling, like, that you have. You just like, man, like, all the hard work and everything is just like, man, everything paid off. So you're just like, yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. By the time I was on the bus, though, I was intoxicated. Though, I'll tell you that.
As it should be.
I sat on the bus. I looked at AD. I was like, bro, I'm drunk already. Like, what?
We still have a lot of party to go.
What?
Well, see, when you win this year, just bring me along. I'll make sure you stay safe.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, perfect. There we go. Perfect. Okay,
I'm trying to get a party bus or some stuff.
Perfect.
Going on,
I like this. I like the sound of this.
We got to do it right, especially
right.
if it's in our city.
Absolutely,
it's in our city, so we have to do it right. We have to do it the right way.
I love this. All right, well let's take just a really quick break, and then we will be right back with more with Kenny Stafford.
This is Rick Walters, and you're absolutely listening to the best podcast, the Eskimo Empire Podcast, live from Edmonton.
The Eskimo Empire Podcast is brought to you by United Construction Company. As a full-service commercial general contractor, United Construction Company serves large and small-scale commercial, light industrial, and multifamily residential construction projects across Western Canada. UCC is a relationship-focused builder, forming a trust and respect that is at the forefront of their commitment to quality, value, and integrity. Visit their website at unitedconstruction.ca to find out more and support them as they support the Empire.
You can join the Empire online. Find us at eskempire.ca. All of our social channels are there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, plus our blogs, extra pics, and the link to our Patreon page. You can also get more history at Esk's History on Twitter and This Day in Esk's History on Facebook. From the Empire team, thanks again for listening. Now let's get back to the show.
All right, we're back with Kenny Stafford once again. Now, Kenny, I want to ask you, because last year,
yes,
we already talked a little bit. You were in Winnipeg and then ended up in Edmonton.
Yes.
But another story that came out through CFL was the story with your dad. And to me, now, I can give you a little bit of background. My 3 children are adopted, and all of them know their birth parents, but not all of them know their birth father because the birth father wasn't in the picture. Mm-hmm. And so that story really, really touched me. And I can't imagine what you were going through. But I've obviously read the story on CFL.ca, so now I just want to ask you about what that experience was like for you.
Whoa.
I know it's a heavy question.
First of all,
but,
not even that. First of all, I mean, I being a stepdad and all that, I commend you. You know, I know it's hard, and I know you probably, like, at the end of the day, I have much respect to you because I know it's hard probably raising another person's kid or any of that. But
well, you know, like my wife and I, like we had to adopt.
Yes.
That's just the way it was for us. And the thing is it doesn't matter where they're born.
All.
They're born in your heart, and
Exactly.
and then you care for them the same once they're here. They're your family.
Because I've been my dad has told me I've touched a lot of people just with my story and just how everything went about. But recently I've been seeing like people on Facebook with like their stepfathers or their stepmothers, like for their birthday gift, change their last name.
Right.
Into like, I'm just like, man, that feeling of just being complete. And so that's why I said I can resonate with kind of what you're doing, and I love it. Like I can't wait to be a dad. Like I can't wait. Just because now I know. But
the only let me just give you a little bit of advice. If you're tobogganing, just make sure the bottom of the hill is clear. Yeah, just because it's a really fun part of being a dad. But you don't want to. No, I'm just helping you out a little. Okay, that's good. Yeah, okay.
So my.
But you got in touch with him in the off season, right?
So growing up, difficult. Not the best situation, but I had a grandmother who played both parts.
Right.
Played my mother and my father. And I had uncles, and I had a big brother, Daryl Cobb, for the Big Brothers, Big Sisters Association in Columbus, that were able to fill in roles, fill in times, but I never had that constant male role model.
Okay.
I never had that guidance, and it's hard. It's hard for a woman to show a young man how to become a man. It's even though my grandmother did it, she raised 7 kids by herself, and then raised me as an 8th.
Yeah.
So she kind of had the game plan, and she had the layout, but there were certain things, and she wasn't built for some of the questions I had, like, where's my dad? Do you know my dad? Like, some of those or my mom wasn't in the picture to where I could ask her what was going on. So I didn't get my father's name until I was in college in Toledo.
Okay.
And it was on my birthday, and the rare time I actually talked to my birth mother, I asked her, I was like, do you even know who being a smart ass, like, do you even know who my dad is? Like, because we didn't have no talks.
Yeah.
And she gave me his name, so I typed it in, and his picture from Georgetown popped up. And it was just like, whoa, it was the spitting image of me.
Yeah, he knew right away. Yeah.
I knew right away, but I was like, I'm in college, at that age, you think you know everything. You just think you don't need anybody. I let it just, whatever. Yeah. Now I know. No. So years pass by, and, I'm going through life changing. I'm winning Grey Cups. I'm just, my life is starting to get on track.
Your girlfriend, all those things.
Like, I'm getting on track. Like, I have money in my pocket. I don't need anything.
Right.
I don't need you.
Right.
It's not like I'm reaching out and like I'm in need of your help.
Right, and it's not a need. But at that point, it becomes it's a want.
It was a want. So,
and if the want is there on the other end, then great. But I want it, but I don't need. That's really cool.
So I think it's around Christmas time, and talked to my birth mother again, and we hit the topic of my dad, and she is just telling me stuff she remember, like I'm like, man, you know this man, like you telling me all this stuff, and people, I was like, man, well, I was under the influence. You didn't know anything, and that's because you never said anything. She goes, no, I know all this and all that. I'm like, oh my God. So I get it. I get the information again. I get his name, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to sit on it. So I'm talking to one of my good friends, Ian Nixon. He's back at home, and he's like, bro, you just being lazy right now. You can just find someone or hire someone. Like, bro, what are you doing? You want to. And I'm like, if it pops up in my face, like, I don't want to go search. So he goes, man, give me his name. So I gave my friend his name. He goes, I'll get you the information. What you mean? Don't worry about it. I'll get you the information. So
That is a great friend.
Whatever. I think he ran like a background search or something, and he ended up getting his social media.
Okay.
And it's his Instagram.
Okay.
So I look up the Instagram and I ponder for like 2 to 3 days.
I bet.
Should I reach out? Should I do this? So,
well, because I'm sure you're even at that moment going, is this going to be a good or bad thing for you? Like it's tough, right? Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in.
It's crazy. It's not only that. It's just like he has a son. I don't want to overstep boundaries. I don't want to feel like I need him or like this is more of a want. So we go. I hit him up.
Okay.
Just tell him like, hey, my name. This is my mom's name. I'm a graduate of professional sports. I have no kids. I'm not in debt. I don't need any money. Like, I just want to let you know you got a successful son, and maybe this is an opportunity for us to get to know each other. Sent it off.
Well done.
Hits me right back. Like, I love to talk. Here goes my number. So he gave me his number. Like I'm actually going through my. All right, so I sent the message at 9 in the morning. He got back to me at 9:47. I didn't call him until like 5 that evening.
Oh, I can only imagine the things going through your head. Yeah.
So I was just like, man, what do I do? So we call, and the first time we talked for 2 hours.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, man, like that. I remember your mom. I know your family. Da da da. Like, how did this happen? Like a bunch of. So I happen to have a meeting. I'm in a wedding in California. He's out in L.A.
Okay.
So my wedding is in L.A., but I have a bachelor party in Phoenix.
Okay.
So, and they're like 2 weeks apart, the wedding and the bachelor party.
Okay.
So I was just like, it's crazy for me to fly to Florida to Phoenix back.
Oh, of course.
And then Florida to Cali and then back. Like, it makes no sense. I might as well just stay over there on the left coast while I'm over there.
Yes.
So I was like, yo, I have some free time. Like, I can make it out to California. And I can, like, you can stay here. No problem. Like, da-da-da.
Wow.
So after my best friend's bachelor party, who I was a best man in.
Okay.
So we go to, I hop in a car with his best friend from California and drive from Phoenix to Cali. It's like a 3.5 hour flight, drive.
Yeah.
Get to LA late that night and walk into his house, and he has a wife, Hachi. It's my stepmom, and she's eyeing me up and down like she didn't see a ghost. Because if you look at pictures, me and my dad look like we're twins. Like, we look similar.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Super similar.
No doubt. Okay.
So she's looking me up and down, and she goes, yeah, I think that's your son. So we talk all through the night, get up and get a DNA test the next day, and the results come back 4 days later, and we have not looked back since.
Wow.
Have not looked back since.
And he actually got to be in Winnipeg for the game.
My first touchdown.
I was just going to say, and that was a beautiful touchdown. What a catch.
And that was that's his first time ever seeing me play football.
Wow. And what does that mean to you?
A dream come true.
I bet.
A legit dream come true. Like, it's like everything you ever wanted.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I bet.
Every time, like, I would, I knew my mom was in the stands, but I was jealous of, like, friends and their dads' relationships growing up. Like, I would try to find that father figure in everybody, which is not good.
No, that makes it harder.
Like,
sure.
I would try to find it in everybody that I would meet that was older than me, or someone that had more wisdom than me. I would try to find that, and I was lost for a little bit, but now it's like, man, I know who I am because I know this person. Like, I know why I do things. Why, like, I know I've told everybody, in order to know yourself, you got to know who both parents are.
Got to know where you come from.
Because if you don't know, you're questioning like I knew why. So I did some of the things because I had relations with my mother, so I knew why I did certain things or why I'll be so amped up or why I'm like this. But other things I do, I'm like, man, why the hell do I do that? Like, it don't make sense. Like, it don't make sense to me.
Exactly.
And it's just like, oh man, okay, that's why I do it. Man, it's Gene, bro. It's my dad. Like, now I know why. So.
I couldn't imagine that moment for you guys after the game.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And, like, my dad played basketball for Georgetown. Played with Patrick Ewing, won a national championship.
Really? Played? Wow.
Yeah, no, my dad is a top 50 player in Georgetown basketball history.
Wow.
So my dad's real intense. Like,
he
played in the 80s. So, like,
yeah,
he's just that East Coast guy, East Coast accent from D.C.
Wow.
Rugged, like, just that's him. So when I score and I'm like waving him down, he's like, it's a basketball player. You don't know what football is.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say, but just the cuss words coming out, like the excitement, and just his blackout. It made everything so priceless, yo. Like, it was just like, man, that's my dad. That's my dad. So he had my jersey on. It was good, man. It was a wonderful feeling.
Wow.
So he was able to see me play 2 or 3 times that year.
Yeah.
So
he's seen you play a game here?
He is not. He's only been on the road.
Okay, well,
he's been to Calgary for the Labor Day game where he was able to see the Labor Day,
of course.
So he's able to see like the flyover at Calgary.
Yeah,
and he was able to go to Winnipeg. He has not been home yet. He has not been to a home game yet.
All right. Well, when he's coming, you let me know. We'll host him at the tailgate. Make sure he's well looked after before the game.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm gonna need that. Yeah. Actually, now that you bring that up, if I have friends and stuff, can I just send them your way?
Oh, absolutely. I will tell you where to send them, and we will have them at the tailgate. We will take care of them.
My friends, man, I'm going to have a bunch of friends coming up this year.
I bet.
So my brother will be here. So
awesome.
I'm going to need some tailgate people, just to...
We're on it.
Just, have them, get them all nice and,
3 hours before the game, buddy.
Perfect.
We got that going. We got food. We got. See,
that's all I need. That's
beverages.
All I need.
We're good to go.
Because I want people to... I tell all my friends, yes, the NFL and all that, but the CFL game, the way they approach it, it's so much different. And it's just like, man, you're like...
Well, you got to meet these crazy fans that sit out there and get ready for
it. It's cool, that's though. I love the atmosphere. As you can tell, I haven't left yet, so...
Which is a good thing, and we don't want you to.
No, I love it here. I love it here.
Oh, man, that is fantastic. Thank you for sharing that story. I know that it's not always easy, but I do appreciate you sharing it for sure.
Because, there could be another person out there trying to do the same thing I'm doing or wondering why. And I always tell people, do it when you're ready.
Yes.
Do it because it's that much more like, I got the message here that I sent to him. Hold on. The message that he received, and it was just like... Well, now that I look back and read it, it was like, man, if I would have said it any other way, it would have been not genuine. So I said, good morning or afternoon for you. My name is Kenneth Stafford. My mother is Joy Stafford. I'm a 26-year-old college graduate going into my 5th year of professional football in the CFL. And no kids. I was informed that you were my father a while ago after not knowing your name. I looked you up and saw a picture at Georgetown, and it was a spitting image, LOL. That was 5 years ago. I never reached out because I didn't want you to think I wanted something from you. Growing up, I was really sheltered about my family, not knowing a lot about them, partly because my grandma keeping me from them, and some of them not wanting to deal with me. But now, with me as an adult, a lot of things coming to light, I thought it was time for me to reach out to you. Not only to thank you for the abilities, but for us to maybe even have a conversation, talk about life. I don't expect anything from you, and you don't owe me anything. But I had to try to give us a chance. All I ask for you is to respond with a yes or no. I know you have your own life and responsibilities. I do not want to interfere with that. I just want to let you know you have a successful son.
Wow.
So that
is so powerful.
So now... looking back, and it was just like, if I wouldn't have done it that way, who would have known that things would have worked out the way they do now?
Absolutely.
Because now our relationship is just so genuine. Because even after that, he was just like, man, even if you're not my son, just the type of connection we have, I just love to just continue to talk to you.
Right.
Just because you're a young man with your head on straight. Like, you see the bigger picture. So,
wow.
That was
and I'm sure he looked at your Instagram and looked at a picture.
Yeah.
And
I was
oh,
like,
yeah,
whoa.
okay. Look, it's me.
He told me,
Whoa.
like, when he got the message and he went to the profile, he, like, snuck out of bed. And he's like, man, I don't know if I should tell my wife or not. Like,
I bet.
I don't know.
It's totally different.
And then, like, he went and showed her, and she goes, well, I think he might be because y'all look just alike. So, yeah. I didn't watch enough of Maury and Jerry Springer and all that. So, I could only imagine what's going through their minds and just all that stuff. But luckily, it worked out. Like, I mean, I got a great. I mean, when I say he's great in not just the love and all that, but just the reassurance and him letting me know that I am special. Like, not too many people are built like how I'm built and could really do the things I do. And the fact that I made it here, all like without. I can only imagine what I can do with.
Well, and he wanted to travel to see you. He wanted to see you play. As a guy who now has his 10-year-old, about to be 11-year-old, playing football.
Yes.
And I want to watch every one of his games, good, bad, or otherwise. I just want to watch. So I can only imagine that feeling for him.
And he doesn't, and we don't try to make up for lost time. We don't do that. We talk about life. Like, of course, things that are in the past are going to come up.
Sure.
Like, yeah, how were you when you were this age, or what were you doing at this time and then doing this? But as far as like, man, I wish we could have. We really don't. We don't do that, man, and it's a great thing because, like, the bond we have, like, we FaceTime every day, we talk every day, like that's like my best friend, even though he's my dad. Like, it's just like, and it's weird. Like, I have a dad. Like, it's kind of weird for you to say that. It's weird, and it's weird, and it's even like when he hugs me, it's like whoa, like,
yeah,
snap out of it. Like, okay, like, because I mean, I like my personal space, but like when you go, I'm like, oh man, this is my dad. Like,
yeah,
okay, like,
oh wow.
So, but I'm happy, man. I am genuinely happy about life right now.
I wish to some degree this was a video podcast just so people could see your face as you tell the story, because it is you can see the happiness, the joy about it as you tell the story. It's awesome.
It was a question I always wanted to be answered.
Yeah.
And now it's answered. So now it's just like,
oh, that's so awesome.
So,
oh man,
we just passed our year.
Yeah.
March 23rd, I believe.
Okay.
Man.
That's outstanding. That's outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go to something just a touch lighter.
Okay.
And before we wrap up here, we do like a little bit of a speed round when we just talk about some. I'll just ask you a question. You just say what your favorite thing is or whatever. Okay.
Got you.
So, what's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Hands down. I'm right with you. Trust me. I'm into pizza.
So are you a thin or thick crust type of a guy?
I like both.
Okay.
I like both, but I don't like the super thin. Like, I like medium and thick.
Okay. So, like, not so much pan, but not so much tradition. Like not like, I don't
like the
mind traditional.
The thicks. Oh, I love that
so
too.
You like the
Chicago deep dish? Oh, okay. I can go for that. Sure. Absolutely. But I like pizza. That's a good job.
Yeah, I'm a pizza guy.
All right. Favorite movie?
Whoa, there's a lot. I'm a movie guy.
Yeah. Oh, you love movies. Okay.
I'm a movie guy. Oh, man. I can't.
Can't even pick one. Okay.
I can maybe give you like a couple. I'll just start.
Yeah.
Like Training Day.
Oh, good pick.
I like the Ocean series. I'm a big, huge Harry Potter fan. I don't care what you say. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
My daughter would be so excited.
But any from Scarface to the Goodfellas to Bad Boys.
You are a movie buff. You watch
Rush
them all.
Hour to the Shawshank Redemption to anything. You know? I'm a movie guy. I love movies.
Awesome.
I love movies. I get lost in movies because I had a movie theater like right down the. I was the only child, so I had to like figure out things to entertain myself. Movies was one of them. I think I was the only 6-year-old ever allowed to watch Eddie Murphy and Chris Tucker growing up.
Oh, there you go. Okay, well, that's
so
fair.
Coming to America was one of my favorite movies.
Oh, that was
up.
fantastic.
as a
how
teenager.
Do you not love that movie? Absolutely.
Yeah, so, but,
absolutely.
Oh man.
So, are you like a movie guy on Netflix too, or do you watch shows as well?
So I have a box.
Okay, and then you just watch everything.
So if you need one, all you need is Wi-Fi.
Oh, perfect.
And it's any movie that you can get out.
And so every time you're not working out, you're
movies and TV shows, all that.
You're on it all.
Yeah.
Okay, I can appreciate
What's your
that.
favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time is The Crow. Hands down, that is my. I have watched that movie probably 45 times, and I still love it.
That.
I still love it. I love that. I love the whole power of the movie. It's a love story, but it's brutally violent. But it is a love story, and that Brandon Lee to me is just otherworldly in that movie. So I could watch that one over and over.
They don't make movies like they used to.
No, definitely not. I mean, I love the Marvel series. Oops, I love the Marvel series.
Did you see the new Avengers
I haven't.
movie?
No, because I can't sit in a theater for 2 hours
I'm
yet.
Just letting you know, bro. It was a good movie, but the ending.
Is it really that?
I'm not gonna.
Okay,
ruin
no
it for
spoil.
you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Just look at my face. It's just like. You might want to You might just come in here and just. I'm
still waiting to see Black Panther. I need to because it's. I couldn't go to the theater.
It's literally a 2.5.
Yeah,
2.5. Yeah.
May 8th. I have it already pre-ordered. I'm watching it that night. I can't wait. I haven't seen it yet.
It's good.
But I can't wait to see it. Okay.
You need to see Avengers. You need to see the new Black Panther. What new movie have I seen? Den of Thieves was good.
Okay.
That was a new with the 50 Cent and what was his name from 300? What is his name? What's his name?
Gerard Butler.
I think that is.
I think it is Butler. Yeah, because he was the lead guy in 300.
Yeah. So he's in it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I like that. See, now now I have to go to movies with you. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, do you have a favorite book?
Let me see how many books have I read in my life. I've read 2 books in my life.
Okay.
And my favorite book would have to be I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell by Jason Tucker.
Right.
Max Tucker. Is it Max Tucker or is it?
I know it's Tucker. I don't know what the first
Tucker
name
Max.
Is. Okay, there you go. Okay, yeah, you like that one. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Okay, but if you like movies, you have to read Ready Player One. It's like the greatest book. It's so awesome.
Ready Player One?
Yeah, I like that. Okay. When you're not training or playing football, I assume now you're just watching movies. But
TV shows, watching
TV shows.
movies.
Okay.
Video games, maybe. I'm not a
big gamer?
Gamer, no.
Okay.
Hanging out, man.
Okay.
Laughing.
Do you have a favorite hangout spot in Edmonton that you've been here long enough?
My house?
Your house? That's a good spot.
That's my favorite place.
Yeah, okay. I can appreciate that.
But no, like anything with a view. Anything with a view.
Awesome.
I can just get lost in my thoughts, and I'm a thinker. I'm a thinker, and I'm a dreamer, so I like to just daydream about life.
Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, let's ask this one. If you, and I think I know the answer already, but if you had one person, dead or alive, that you could spend 1 hour with, who would it be and why?
Wow.
I know. I love this question because it
one person, dead or alive.
Yep.
1 hour.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure over a year ago your answer would be your dad, but
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
But I think Michael Jackson,
Oh, that is a great pick.
An hour, that would not be a dull moment. One bit.
Not one. No, it might not. He might not be super chatty, but still, think of all the stories.
Just
How did you think of Thriller? Like, it'd be amazing.
the moonwalk? You know?
I absolutely. I'm right on board. Right on board. I love that answer.
'Cause I watched a documentary on him, and just to hear how much of a genius he was as
Right.
a like they were talking about, he would hear things and just, nah, it doesn't sound right. Nah, it doesn't sound, and it's just like, I would love not only just to talk to him, because I love greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're in the midst of greatness, like you're just like, whoa. Like,
Now, have you ever had that person that you've met that you were actually like, I can't believe I met this person?
growing up, yeah, of course, like with the Randy Mosses, the John
Yeah.
Randalls.
So you've actually met them?
Met them, like,
Holy man, yeah.
like, and now growing up, being older, being in the presence of like Anquan Bolden and like the Mark Ingrams and stuff like that, and people that are on a high level playing, like playing, it's just like, whoa, man, like.
It's cool to hear that you guys get starstruck, because we do.
It's
obviously,
not,
even
and
at
it's
this
not
level,
so
right?
much because I've been around. It's not. I just respect greatness, like me
Yes.
personally, like me, like I just respect it,
Yeah.
and I like when someone's real with it and authentic, and it's not made up, and it's not like for a show,
Right.
like
yeah.
it's like genuine, like. Damn,
They're just
like
good at what they do.
The same person you are on this podcast and all this is the same person you are if you're in the street.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
I love that. And that's what I try to, like, I tell my girlfriend, I tell everybody this, man, I try to keep it consistent.
Yeah.
Just keep it consistent. Consistency is my, like, one of my main words of life that I live by. It's just being consistent. And whatever you do, like,
Yeah.
whether it be football, whether it be being a dad, whether it be on the radio, whether it
Yeah.
be texting on your phone,
Yeah.
like, just consistency. Like, that's one of my main things, so.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
definitely Michael Jackson.
Okay, that's a good pick.
I was a huge Michael Jackson fan growing up.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, people crying at his concerts.
I never got
Like,
to see him in
passing out,
concert.
like-
I know, I never got to see him. I wish I
I
could
don't
have.
think people really comprehend. Like, people were crying and passing out at his concerts.
Absolutely. Like,
You're great for that. You're great.
it's very true.
You're great.
All right, last one for you. What does the Eskimo way mean to you?
The right way. The Eskimo way is the right way. And the right way could be a million things. Living right, doing right, treating people right, being the best you can be, working hard, man. But it's not even what the Eskimos have taught me. It's about what the city, like the surrounding parts of it, what has you be around. You're around blue collar people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're around people that go to work every day.
Absolutely.
And you're around people that, I mean, they don't have the nice stuff. They don't I mean...
Well, some of us have really nice Eskimo rooms.
Yeah, but what I mean by
Yeah,
the nice stuff
I
is,
know what
like,
you mean.
people, like, brag about their diamond ring or their BMW or how much money they're making and all that. And when I came here, it was just like, man, the team reflects the city.
Love it.
Like, because the city is like, if you come to Edmonton as an outsider, you know some of that bougie stuff is not going to fly here.
Yeah,
People
no.
are not going to respect you. People
No.
aren't going to, gravitate, because that's not what the city is built on. I mean, this is a hard-working town.
Yeah.
I mean, we got benefits, but I mean, it's a hard-working town. So, I mean, when you say the Eskimo way, it's the right way. I mean, treating people right, and that's what I do naturally. Like,
That's that great answer.
Mm-hmm.
That is fantastic.
100%. So that's what I would say.
This has been an amazing
it's
show,
fun, man.
Kenny. I can't thank you enough for coming and telling us all these stories. We're definitely going to have you back for more stories, because
I'm
there's so
down.
many more that I got lots to
I got
ask
like
you about.
Toledo football stories.
Oh, see, we got
I got
tons of
high
stuff.
school. I got all of that, man.
And then there's going to be this year, which is going to be amazing.
Yeah, and just me being on so many different teams, man. I've been blessed to be around so many great players, like just the Nick Lewises, the Chip Coxes, the S.J. Greens, the Bowmans, the Willises, the Glenns, the Bo Levi. Like I was around good, great football players. So it's just like, yeah, man, you wouldn't.
We're gonna have a new co-host. I can sense it.
I'm down.
Okay, that's perfect.
I'm telling you, this podcast stuff I can do.
Okay,
because I went to school to be in PR, so I've been looking forward to try to do this podcast. Now I'm just like, okay, maybe I'll just be a co-host to start off. Right.
This would be great.
I love it.
I'm down with that. That is fantastic.
Get the side from the athlete when your fans are talking bad about us.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, we do that from time to time.
Gosh,
anyway, we'll talk about that another
feelings,
day.
Man. We have feelings too, okay, guys? Sheesh.
It's very true. It's very true. Well, Kenny, where does everybody find you on online and?
Social media. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. KStaff07. Yes, I know, guys. I'm not 7 anymore, but I've worn 7 since high school, so it's my number.
Why 7?
7. All right, Columbus, Ohio. 2006, 2007, 05. Who wore number 7 at Ohio State?
Columbus, Ohio. Oh, my goodness.
Ohio State. Who wore number 7?
I'm not going to know this because I do not know.
Ted Ginn Jr.
Okay. All right.
And I was fast. 7. So
okay. 7
I was like, you know what? I want to rock 7.
All right.
And it just looked good, too. That number's sweet.
I know. It's very slimming.
Yeah,
I know. It's perfect.
The 8, I'm getting used to the 8 because I'm not used to like the block, but I'm getting used to it. But that 7, Woody, if you find it in your heart, and you just don't want to wear the number no more, I'll take it off your hands. I promise.
Fair, you could just trade. It's just one number up. You'd happy to trade.
Yeah, but I don't want to take as much. Some people just got mojo. If you got mojo in it, okay, just I'll let you. I'll let you wear it. I want my baby back.
Fantastic.
I want my baby back.
Well, make sure you're following Kenny Stafford, KStaff07, on all the social media. Follow us. Of course, you can find every one of our group, Duchess Lombardi for Webmistress Kayla. You can find Superfan at 56 Parkies, me at Free Policious, and of course the show at Esk Empire Pod. And make sure that you go to our website, find all of the links there, eskempire.ca. Thank you again to our sponsor, United Construction Company, and check out their website at unitedconstruction.ca. And we are back next week for another fantastic conversation with our season preview with the voices of the Esks, Morley Scott and Dave Campbell.
Oh, you got Morley and Dave. You got to bring
they've been here a few times. Oh, it's so much fun.
I want in on
you want in? Okay, we'll try and figure that out. Absolutely.
This is hilarious because Dave, we do good work. We would do some good work.
I like the sound of this. I think that might. So who knows? Kenny Stafford co-host next week.
You know what? How about we just do a little running tally if you guys like to see me on here? If we have a good response. We just bring them.
We'll just okay.
If not, we know I don't have any career in media, and we'll just shut the door.
Yeah, and that's okay. I'll still have you back. It's fantastic. So, for Kenny Stafford, Webmistress Kayla, and Superfan Mike, I'm Andrew. Remember, you can't catch footballs with your face, and we will absolutely talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening. Find more great shows like this at CF Pod Network on Twitter.